Hello friends, I am Paavan Gupta and I am back again with another video tutorial. Now this is a video tutorial on strings in Python. So first of all, let us understand what basically are strings. So whatever symbol that you can find on your keyboard is a character. So A, B, C, D, all of these are characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are also characters, and this is special symbols. This comma, full stop, divide, multiply, and then plus, minus, equals to, all of these are characters. All of these are characters. The only difference between them is that the characters A, B, C, D are of letter types. The characters 1, 2, 3, 4, all these are of number types, and the special symbols are of special symbol types. Okay, that wasn't too tough. So special symbol types. Now what is the difference between them? So basically all the characters are subdivided into different categories. So there can be numbers, there can be letters, there can be special symbols. So A, B, C, D comes under letters, and all the numbers which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 comes under the category number, and all the other characters like hash, at the rate, and dollar symbol, all of those comes under the category special symbols. So these are characters. Now how do we create a variable in Python? As I have shown you in one of my previous videos, let's create a variable named age in Python and store a value of 16 in it. That is my present age. So let us store the value of 16 in that. So this is how we create variables in Python, which contains the value of type numbers, or maybe type float, or maybe type integer, or maybe type decimal. Actually decimal and float are all the same. So how do we create variables which contain the value of type character? How do we create them? You may want to create a variable named letter which stores the character value A. Now, is this the correct syntax to create a variable which can store a character value? No, it is not. Because currently what the interpreter is thinking of is that it is dealing with the word letter as a variable, as well as it is dealing with the letter A as a variable as well. Now why is this happening? Because currently A doesn't mean any character. It is currently dealt with as a variable in the Python, because variable can be of even one word, maybe of two words, maybe of three words. So currently the letter A is being dealt with as a variable, not as a character. So if you want to specify to the interpreter that you want to deal with it as a character and not as a variable, what you need to do is that you should enclose this between single quotations. So how you do that? You say letter equals to A. So now the variable named letter contains the character value A. So whenever you will print A, sorry, not A, print letter, sorry for the typing mistakes in here. So whenever you will print the value of letter, let me show you practically, and I will run this program. See, the value of A gets printed in here. So this is how we work with characters, as I have shown you in one of my previous videos, but I'm making you revise all of those in this video. So how do we create strings? What are strings? Basically strings are a group of characters. So a string is a group of characters. A string is a group of characters. String is a group of characters. So how do we create variables in Python which can contain the values of type string? So how do we do that? Let's create a variable named name and store a name in this. Let's store the value of something in this. Let the name be something. Actually it's a kind of paranormal name, not a paranormal, but abnormal name, we can say, not paranormal, sorry for that. So name is equals to something. Now currently the interpreter will deal with name as a variable and something as well as a variable. So the interpreter is thinking that something is also a variable and name is also a variable, and what we are actually doing in this line is that we are creating a variable named name and assigning a value to it of the something variable. So what is being done is that a variable is being created named name, and the value which is being putted into this variable is the value being retrieved from the variable something. So if you want to store the value something, not the variable something but value something, like you want to store a string inside of name whose value is something. Sorry for the confusing sentences that I'm using here. Actually programming is a bit confusing. So we are not gonna write simply like something. So if you want to store a name within it, so you want to store a name, let's say Paavan, name equals to Paavan, you can't do like this because currently Paavan value will also be dealt with as variable and not as a string value. So what you need to do is that you need to enclose this between double quotations. So simply enclose this between double quotations. So this is how we create a variable which contains string values in Python. So you can put whatever string you want to uh, put in here. So something is a weird name. Something is a weird name. I think the spelling of weird is wrong. Maybe. No, it is not. So something is a weird name. So this is a string value, something is a weird name, which is stored within the variable named name. So this is how we create strings in Python. So whenever I will print name, the value which will be printed is something is a weird name. So let me show you practically this example. So I will copy it, I will go to the IDLE and I will paste it here. Something is a weird name is being printed. So this is how we create strings in Python. Now there are three ways of creating strings in Python. There are three ways of creating strings in Python. What are those? You can enclose a string between single quotation or double quotation or triple quotation. So you can use all of this to create strings. Now what is the difference between these? So there may be some situations, there may come some situations where you need to store a string like let's say my pens are lost. No, not this example. Let us take an example from the grammar book of children. Sorry for that. Ramesh's pen is lost. Okay, Ramesh's pen is lost. So there may be some situations when you need to store such kind of strings in a variable. So in this case, so here the string value itself contains single quotation. So what you need to do is that in such situations what you may need to do is that you may surround this string between single quotations. So let's try to do that. So programming is a skill which is best acquired by practice, not by examples. So let's do this. Sorry if my computer's battery is down. Let me create this video, then I will charge it. So I will create a string named a string itself. String is this. You may notice a weird behavior of our interpreter. You may see that this is of green color, this is of orange color, and this is of green color, and this is of black color. Now why is this happening? This is happening because the interpreter is getting confused that whether to end the string which started from here in here or in here, whether to end the string here or here. So it is getting confused. So what you may need to do, that you can enclose the whole string between double quotations. So now this will not disturb the starting and ending of the string, but it will simply be dealt with as a normal character. So now let's see an example where So this is how we this is why we can use double quotations or single quotation. This is why we have multiple options in Python. So when I will print it, Ramesh's pen is lost. So let me show you one more example. Some situations may occur where you may need to create strings like his name his, his name is his name is James. His name is James. So you are enclosing the word James, the name James, within double quotations. So let's create a string like this. Let's create a string like this and enclose it within double quotations. Just try to guess what will happen. Just try to guess what will happen. The interpreter is getting confused whether to end the string here, here, or here. So what it is trying to do is that it is starting a string here, ending it here. Now this is not treated with as a string but not as a normal variable. Now it is again starting a string here and then ending it here. So this will basically create an error. So what you can simply say is that this double quotation and this double quotation are disturbing the start and end of this whole string. So what you can do is that surround this whole string between single quotations. So single quotations. So now this double quotations will not disturb the start and ending of this string. So this is why we have multiple options in Python. Let us run this module. His name is James. And let's now see why we have the triple quotations here. So triple quotations are basically for creating multi-line strings. So this is a large string. This is also a large string. Actually, sorry for that. This is also, actually I typed the line here only. This is also a large string. So see, you can see that this is a multi-line string. Now whenever I will print it, sorry for this, I don't know what is happening. Sorry for the abnormal behavior, or let's say paranormal behavior of my computer. So let's again create a string as I was showing you. What is the use of triple quotations? So string equals to, so triple quotations are used for creating multi-line strings. This is a string, this is also a string, but this is the, actually let us end the string here only. So when I will print the word string, okay, this is saying me to save the program. Yes, and when I will run the program, see, this is being printed. Now you may say that we are writing only this two lines, then why are this extra two lines being printed in here and here? So this is because we gave a space between this line, we entered to a new line after this line, and again after this line we entered to a new line. So if I backspace this and I will backspace this as well, and I will run this program, so you can see this extra lines are being removed from in here. So I think you may have understood how we can create strings in Python and what are the different ways to create strings. So this is it for this video, and catch you up in the next video. Till then, goodbye, and yes, love programming.